Good morning, dear children. I am Ravinder Malik and I welcome you all in online English class of RED Group of Schools. Students, today we'll do an interesting lesson of grammar, that is voice. Yes, so students, let's talk about the learning objectives of the lesson. After completing this lesson, we will able to learn, the students will able to learn to how to construct a sentence using active and passive voice, and they will also able to identify the sentences whether it is active or passive. And students can rewrite the sentences from active to passive and passive to active. So let's talk about the kinds of voice. Students, as you know that in our daily life, we speak a number of sentences in our life. Some are in active and some of them are in passive. But usually we talk about in active. So let's know that why, when would you want to use passive voice? Why we need to use passive voice? First, when intentionally trying to hide the subject of the sentence. Sometimes students we want to hide the doer of an action. At that time we use passive voice, passive verb first. How? Let's see the example. You might say the pen was broken. Hiding the subject helps him her hide the blame. Means we didn't write here the doer of subject. We mentioned here, we highlighted here the receiver of an action, and that is pen. Who was whom it was broken, it is not mentioned. In active, we can write that Ram broke the pen. Next, when intentionally trying to minimize the guilt of subject. If anybody is guilty, then we can say like a sitting friend might say, what can he say? Sitting was committed by me. Actually, he was not highlighting himself, but he was saying to highlighted the sitting. His guilt was he was trying to minimize. Next, when passive voice better emphasizes the main point of the message, such as children were harmed by the drunk driver. Actually, here what is the main message? That is the children were harmed, not the drunk driver is the main point. So in this way, we can say that passive voice is used to emphasize the main point of that sentence or that message. Apart from that, sometime when it is obvious to listener or reader who is the agent, at that time also we don't use active voice, we don't highlight the subject. Let's see an example. The thief has been arrested. Yes, the thief has been arrested. So here the thief is the receiver of an action, but the doer of action is everybody knows that it will be always police, because always police arrest the thief, the criminal, etc. I think students you are also aware about the action of police. So the doer of the verb is here the police, and police is not necessary, it is obvious that police has arrested, that's why we didn't need to mention police, and at that time we need to use it in a passive voice. I hope that these things are clear to you students, and be attentive and active and alert. Okay, students, now you are thinking about what are active voice and what are passive voice, how we construct them. Let me tell you, student, when the subject perform the action denoted by the verb, that sentence is called in active voice. At that time we can say this sentence is in active voice when the subject, or we can say the doer of an action, that is written, that is sitting on the chair. We can say when there are in a sentence you can say children play a football, children play football, doer verb and receiver is there. So this is the structure of sentence, like we can say first of all we write subject, then we write verb, and then after that we write object. And if so, three chairs are there, subject, verb and object. So if the doer of an action is sitting on the chair of subject, at that time we can say this sentence is in active. And let's see the next. When the receiver of an action is sitting on the chair of subject, at that time we can say this sentence is in passive voice. Let's see the definition of passive voice. When the subject receives, not the doer here, we can say the action denoted by the verb. Okay, when the subject receives the action, we can say football is played by children. And the previous sentence in active voice, what was written? Children play football. Okay, so children was their doer. And in this sentence, who is sitting on the chair of doer, who is sitting on the chair of subject? It is football, and football is the receiver of an action, and the doer of action is children. They are sitting on at the place of object. So students, we can see that in passive voice we need to change the chair of subject and object. We need to change the chair of receiver and doer. I hope that this thing is clear to you. Actually, chair I am using to make you understand in a better way. So don't think that is there any chair in voice. Okay? Yes. So students, let's now come to the next point. You can see the another example. We are comparing here these two examples. Like you can say the children play football. This sentence is in active voice, and the next sentence is football is played by children. So this is in passive voice. How can you know that this is active or in passive? We need to focus on subject. Okay, who is sitting on the chair of subject? If the doer is sitting, that action is called in active voice. Let's see, like in the first sentence, children are the doer of an action, or they are sitting on the chair of subject. So it is called in active voice. In the next sentence, football is the receiver of an action. Which action? That action was done by the children. So receiver of an action is sitting on the chair of subject. So we can say that this sentence is in passive voice. Okay, let's begin with the things. Like it is the most common remark voice is there. We can say subject, verb, object, and this is the another example of active voice. The Cure sings love. The Cure sings love songs. Cure, a group of singers, we can say. So this is an active because the Cure is the doer of an action. In the next action, you can see the same sentence is written here. Love songs are sung by the Cure. Why? Because who is sitting here on the chair of subject? Love songs. Love song is the receiver of an action. And verb is used here, are plus third form. Why it will be used? We'll discuss in the next slides. And object is by the Cure. So we can compare this sentence again. The Cure sings love songs, and love songs are sung by the Cure. What is the difference? Actually the sense is the same. There is no difference between the sense of these two sentences, but there is no difference of tense or sense. But what is the main difference? Who is sitting on the chair of subject? Who is sitting on the chair of object? So in the first sentence, the doer of action is sitting. In the second sentence, the receiver of action is sitting on the chair of subject. So we can say the first sentence is in active voice, and the another sentence is in passive voice. Now students, let's talk about some normal passive follow how the three general steps to form passive sentences. Like in passive voice, we use passive subject plus be plus participle and agent complement, or we can say subject. Okay, so this is the structure. Like in the all the sentence we have understood that in passive and active, what we need to do, we need to change. The first thing is that to interchange the subject and object. Next thing, verb, it plays an important role. How we change the verb, it depends on the tense also. So students, before starting the rules, Let me clear you one thing, that to transform active to passive, students, what you need to do, the verb must be transitive. In other words, we can say there must be an object in that sentence. Means you can see the above two sentences are given here, below two sentences are mentioned here. In the first sentence, the child is playing tennis. So here the tennis is an object. Let's see the second example. The baby is sleeping. So in the next sentence, there is no object. Sleeping is a verb, after that no object. So students, keep in mind that only transitive verb, those verbs which have object, can be changed into passive voice. Next, students, let me clear you all the things which form of verb we will use in the tenses. Students, this is a simple table. Before doing this table, I want to tell you that there are only 8 tenses of which we can change the into passive voice. Okay, so we can see the present simple, past simple, future simple, present continuous, past continuous. Present continuous can't be changed. Let me cut it. And next one is present perfect, sorry, this one is past perfect, this is past perfect. Okay, so and future perfect, this one. So these are the changes, but it is let me tell you that this is past perfect and this one is future perfect. So and the next tense which are not be changeable, we can say future perfect continuous. It can't be changed, this can't be changed, and this will also can't be changed. Only we can say 8 type of sentences we can change. So students, before changing that, what we will do, let's come to the first point, present simple tense. In present simple tense, we can see that do, does plus first form of the verb is given. And that will be changed while we change in the passive now, what we need to do, student? Let me tell you the another slide. You can get easy from there. The first tense is like teach and teaches. It is used in the simple present tense. So what will happen in simple present tense? Let me clear you all. Wait. Okay. So in we can say in simple present tense we generally use teach or teaches, means verb ki first form, and s or es with the first form, and we also use do does in the present simple tense. While changing in passive, we need to take help from the present continuous, and in present continuous से क्या लेंगे हम helping verbs, and in present continuous we use is mr. Which helping verbs we use is mr. So these helping verbs we will take from the present continuous. Okay. So while changing the present simple tense into passive voice, we need to take the verbs from the helping verb from the present continuous. Is mr you can use. After that, we know that we always use v3. What we use? We always use v3, the third form of the verb. Got it? And after that, by is used plus object, as you know that. So these are the most important point. So next sentence is that of present continuous. In present continuous, student, we use is mr plus ing form. But while changing into passive, what we need to do? We need to use the form of be. So is mr already we have written, and the form of be will be written ing form, in ing form, because as you we know that always third form will be used of the main verb. That's why. So we can see that the first sentence, I teach Sanskrit, I teach English. So in passive we can say English is taught by me. Next sentence, I am teaching English, I am teaching English. So we can say English is being taught by me. English is being taught by me. Next, taught. Actually, this is we can use in simple past tense. In simple past tense, students, what we will use V2, or we can say the past form, the second form of the verb. And in negative and interrogative sentence, we use did also. So here we can say that uh, in passive, while changing in passive, we'll borrow helping verbs from past continuous. Past continuous में क्या होता है? Was verb, and we'll take from that verb, okay, and we write here in the passive sense. Like I taught you English. I I taught English. मैंने इंग्लिश पढ़ाया आपको. तो how can we change? English was taught by me. Next sentence. It is of past continuous tense. This sentence is of past continuous tense. I was teaching English. Okay, was verb we use ing form also, and in the past, while changing in the passive, what we will do beta? Was verb के साथ हम क्या लगाएंगे? Being, ing form of the verb. We can say English was being taught by me. English was being taught by me. Next, now talk about this sentence. Has, have plus. If you get has, have plus third form, it means that this is of present perfect tense. This is present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we need to play the bean. Bean बजानी पड़ेगी, and that bean we will take from the present perfect continuous tense. उसमें होती है ना, वहाँ से एक bean ले आएंगे. B-double-E-N. Yes, it's bean. So we need to use been with has and have. Like I can say I have taught English. I have taught English. So how it can be write? English has been taught by me. English has sorry. English has been taught by me. Next, when had is there, when had is there, it means this sentence is of past perfect tense. So had taught means I had taught English. I had taught English. So while changing in the passive, we need to use been. Okay. So English had been taught by me. Speak with me. English had been taught by me. Yes, clear. So next sentence is of future simple. In future simple we use will, will teach or shall teach. Okay. So if I'll say that Pratik, Pratik will teach English. Okay. So while changing passive, what we'll do? English will be taught by Pratik. Okay, B will we use the form of B, the main form of the B, we can say B is used here. Next, if it is used English to teach, I need to teach English. English need to be taught. If 2 plus, we can say the infinitive is there, then we use infinitive 2 is there, then we can say to teach means to be taught is used here. And in case of modals also we can use be after modals. So students, let's see the examples. uh, what is the examples here? You can see what has this. We can say that Pratik broke the road, damaged the road. ऐसा कह सकते हैं? No, we don't know the doer of an action. It was naturally, we can say it was due to the disaster. So we use this sentence in passive. The road has been broken. The road has been damaged. Okay. So next sentence is, actually this is the pictures. With the pictures you can say here we can say the doer of action is not mentioned. Doer of action we don't know, but stars are shining. Okay, stars are shining. Okay, so here we can say this is also passive. Who was the doer of action we don't know, but our receiver of action is shine, star. In the next sentence we can say the baby is being loved by her parents, by its parents. Okay, for baby we use its parents, not her parents, because baby is can be male or female. So when baby is given here, we can say its parents. Okay, so baby is being loved by its parents. This is in passive sense. if I'll say in active sense na, the parents are loving the baby, loving their baby. Got it? Next, you can see the students here. We can see that let's see some examples of the present simple also. Present indefinite tense also we can say. In active voice we can write Sikha helps her mother, and in passive voice we can write first of all her mother. Her mother is a doer of an action, student. Here her mother is doer of an action. No, sorry. Her mother is the subject of an action. Okay, who is sitting on the chair? Her mother. And in the first sentence, who is sitting on the chair of subject? Sikha. And Sikha was the doer of an action. Got it? So in the passive sentence, who is sitting there? In passive sentence, on the chair of subject is sitting receiver. And in active sentence, Sikha, the doer, is sitting there. I hope that this thing is clear to you. Next, negative structure. Yes, we also face in our life many negative structures, many negative sentence in our daily life. So how will you write that at that time? It's very simple, student. You don't need to think anymore. You just need to put not on number 3. While changing in passive, we need to use not at number 3. Keep in mind that we need to use at number 3, not as number 3. Her mother is subject, is helping verb, and not is used as number 3. So Sikha does not help her mother. Sikha does not. Do and does, students, I have already told you that do, does will be removed in passive sense. We never use do, does as a helping verb. So in this sentence we can say her mother is not helped by Sikha. This is the passive sense. Next, interrogative structure also you need to focus. WH family, this question start from WH family. Like WH family, do you know, students? What, why, when, where, which, who, how. These are the WH family. These are the called WH family. So let's see the example. Why do you hurt her? At this time, what we will do? We will not change the structure. We don't change if it is in interrogative, we will not change its structure. Okay, it will remain interrogative in passive also, and we also don't change the sense, the tense. Okay, so why do you hurt her? So the example is here, why is helping verb is mr. So why is her? Her is the student objective case. But when we write it in subjective case or nominative case, we use she. Okay. So in the same sense, we used me, I, me, we, us, you same rahega. She, her, she, he, him, etc. Him, he. Why is she hurt? Hurt is the third form of hurt. Okay, it remains same. Why is she hurt by you? I hope that this thing is clear to you. Next, past example of past tense. Sikha helped her mother. So in the passive sense, we can say her mother was helped by Sikha. Help is the second form, and past form we can say past simple. We use was verb plus third form. Present continuous tense, you can see, students. Example, you can see that Sikha is helping her mother, and in the passive sense we can say her mother is being helped by Sikha. Past continuous tense ka example you can see, Sikha was helping her mother. So here was verb is used here, so it doesn't matter what is used here, ism or was verb. Okay, we need to use being. In ing form is given there na, we need to use being form. So her mother was being helped by Sikha. Future indefinite tense, we can say Sikha helps her. Sikha will help her mother. Actually, this is not clear, student. So, students, after doing these examples, let's focus on the some exercise also. Let's see the first sentence. It's a big company, 400 people. It's a big company and 400 people employed there or were employed there. Okay, so who is the employer? We can say, students, 400 peoples. Who is the employer? People's employee. They are not the doer of an action, they are the receiver of an action. So we can say 400 people are employed there. Are plus third form. Number 2, water does most of the earth's surface. Water is the doer of an action because it's cover the surface. So this sentence is in active voice, so we can say the water covers. Covers, why covers? Because water is the singular. Water is uncountable, and uncountable we use singular verb with uncountable noun. Next, so most of the earth's surface covered by water. So here we can say most of the earth's surface. This is the passive sense of the first sentence, the above mentioned sentence. So the most of the earth surface is covered by water, is covered. Next, the park gets locked at 7 p.m. Delhi. The parks got lock. Lock करने वाला कौन है? We don't know. Okay, peon हो सकता है, servant हो सकता है, but that is not mentioned. Mention is the receiver of an action is mentioned here. The park gates. So this is also in passive sense and present simple. So we can say the parks are locked at 7 p.m. Delhi. Next but not least, the letter post a week ago and it arrived yesterday. The letter poster कौन है? Who posted it? We don't know. The subject, the doer of an action. Okay, it can be you, it can be me also. I can also post, but the receiver of action is given the letter. So we can say this sentence is also in passive sense. तो क्या कहेंगे? The letter was posted a week ago and it arrived yesterday. Why? Because ये active में है आपका, active past. Okay, so you can also see the answers of these PPT, these questions. So I hope that the active and passive sense is clear to you. All of you understood the use of active and passive and how to write them in active and passive, how can we change, and why we need to use passive, and where we do you need to use active. So students, thank you all. This is the end of the English class. Thank you.